So it's 5:30 a.m. We got another trip in the works. We're gonna head out to Egmont on the Sunshine Coast. We're gonna dive off Fred's boat again. And I forgot my spear gun, but they got an extra I could use while I'm out there. So we'll do some harvesting, might just do some filming too. Yeah, we see a bunch of potential dive spots in the area, even a shipwreck. So yeah, the Skookum truck had awesome visibility. I'm thinking this area will have the same. Time will tell. We prepped Fred's boat, grabbed some coffees, and got rolling.
Go spearfishing. Somebody's going spearfishing kayak.
Nice. Oh, thanks for the support, whoever you are. Nice ride too. That's a nice truck. All right. Well, have a good day spearfishing, kayaking, or whatever you're doing there. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, we're in the middle of a heat dome. We're gonna get close to 40-degree temperature today, so excellent day to be on the water, that's for sure. It's gonna be a long day. Gonna get some food.
Some coconut water.
Nice, man.
Some kombucha.
Yeah, my hydration for the day. Bananas are the perfect post-dive snack. We eventually made it out to Egmont. We launched from the back Eddy Resort. It was a nice little spot. The staff were great. We got pretty lucky. This launch gets pretty shallow. We have about 40 minutes and then it would have been shut down for the next 5-6 hours. So we got here right in time. We are gonna be on the water till 5 o'clock when the tide comes back up and we can pull the boat. I think it's 11 a.m. and about 28 degrees right now. Yeah, this is awesome. I love the extreme heat so long as we're close to the ocean, lake or river.
Yeah, beauty day, man. Should be a good dive.
I found some spots here. Bunch in the area, which is awesome.
Sausages.
Yeah. Seals, you don't know if it's a good or bad sign. A means they're fish in the area. B, it means they eat the fish in the area. So they're usually a bit more timid. And I might have got munched down. Current's looking pretty cool here. Definitely some water moving. Just trying to combat current and find a good wall, good spot to dive until we approach slack. We didn't really have a plan, just rolling with the tide. Stone's throw away from shore. Some beautiful rock structure. Looks like some clear water. The scenery was unreal. Time to dive. Gonna check out this new spot. Get a wall down at 80 feet. Looks like alright visibility. It's gonna be awesome. The visibility was a bit of a letdown. It looked decent from the surface, but until your mask is submerged, it's best not to get your hopes up. We were seeing lots of rockfish. The limit in the area is 1, so I was trying to be very selective. Fish often look bigger under the surface. I ended up shooting a pretty small one. I must be rusty. Oh well, still tastes delicious. Next spot there, Fred. Next spot. Nice area, but not too many fish worth shooting. With nothing besides rockfish at the first spot, we decided to check out some other areas. We had nothing but time on our hands. We found a spot on Avionics that looked promising, but it was pretty much a repeat of the first spot. I missed a pretty easy shot on a greenling, but that led me to this cool old bottle. Like they say, when one door closes, another opens. There was a decent amount of life at this spot, all the usual suspects anyway. Fred called me over. He saw a lingcod swim into a pile of rocks. We both made repeated attempts to find it with no success. You got lucky this time, lingcod. We dove 2 spots already. We're gonna save the best for last and hit one more spot. When we went by there this morning, the current was ripping. Right now we should be approaching slack and have a little window to get in the water. Visibility hasn't been too great, but we're seeing some life. Found a really cool bottle. I'm not sure of its age, but it looks really nice, covered in some marine growth. So that's kind of exciting. Yeah, good times and nice weather in British Columbia. We were taking our time, just enjoying the moment. We were all really excited to dive this spot. I was told to come here by a very experienced diver who had not been here for many years. I'd imagine it once looked much different in its prime. It's now just a big old urchin barren. No kelp, minimal life, pretty depressing. On a more positive note, I saw some northern abalone on this dive. However, they're still at risk as poaching continues to be a serious problem. After diving, we ripped Fred's boat out to the Skookumchuck Rapids. The big waves and fast-moving currents are a natural wonder. And to think, all of this water is flowing due to the gravitational pull of the moon. I'm not even going to try to understand it, I'm just thankful to be able to experience it. Another issue plaguing our coast is derelict boats. It appears as though this one burnt down. I'm not sure if it's passed, but I know it doesn't belong on this reef polluting the ocean. We made it back right on schedule. We were hoping to catch an earlier ferry, but it sold out before we could even get in line. We grabbed some Vietnamese food and caught the 10:30. What an awesome day. It's 6 a.m., another 5:30 a.m. wake up. I'm meeting up with Ashraf right now. Just got in last night around 12 o'clock. I'm pretty tired, but James Patterson, he's down here from the Yukon. I told him I'd go dive with him a few months back, and I don't want to go back on my word, so I'm excited to meet up with him. He's pretty insane. He dives in minus 35-degree temperatures and no wetsuit down in ice water, so he's a legend. I'm tired. Yesterday was a long day. It's supposed to be plus 40 degrees Celsius, plus 50 with the Humidex, record-setting temperatures. Pretty tired, but hey, you know, this is what life is all about, doing these trips, pushing your limits, safely, of course. Roxalana, Ashraf's wife, dropped us off at the ferries, and we walked on. James offered to pick us up on the other side so we could save some dough. It was another flat, calm day in Tsawwassen. It made spotting contaminants on the water surface pretty easy. We met up with James, drove, and hiked down to the spot. So we're going to be diving here today. You can see the kelp is looking quite prosperous. It's a nice structure. I dove here once last summer, and I got a Puget Sound king crab, green cod, and the other guy shot some rockfish. We're going to swim over to that reef. You can see the current flows in through here nicely, but you can seek some protection behind that rock structure. Yeah, it's wicked day. It's going to be a perfect day for diving. Okay, so it's not Skookumchuck, but the current was still shredding. This spot is one of my top 5 favorites. Fishing is very hit and miss. I mean that metaphorically speaking, not literally. But the life growing on the walls is very consistent. It's a small little reef, but it packs a serious punch. We got lucky with both the weather and the visibility. There were a few little swim-throughs at this spot to explore, with plumas and anemones and kelp beds towering overhead. So much life and diversity can cover such a small surface area. I hope you can see why this spot holds a special place in my heart. The mission on this trip was ultimately to catch fish, but I like catching clips too. The shoreline was too far if I had to switch out a GoPro battery, so I tried to save the life of the one I had by only turning it on while underwater. This led to me missing 2 of the 3 fish I speared. James had his camera rolling though and provided me with some footage. Thanks man, it was great to finally meet you and get out for the long-awaited dive. Good time in the water there. Shot one of the biggest rockfish I have yet. I think that is my PB cabezon. Shot another small little rockfish too, but be a nice dinner between me and my wife. Yeah, I love that little spot. Such a beautiful reef. Such a nice fish there. Can't wait to cook him up. Awesome time in the water. Thanks James. Thanks Ashraf. Freaking hot out here. Peace.